I guess we're good to go whenever. So whenever you guys are ready, we really don't have like a real intro to this. We just randomly just go into conversation.
We're ready to go, I think.
I was hoping for like, those crazy radio station intros like,
and we are
down.
Oh my God, we're here with the band. All right, how do you say your name? Acaedia or Acadia?
It's
Acaedia.
Acaedia. Okay, we're here with Acaedia. Here, they're playing the Warped Tour at the Perfect Vodka Amphitheater down West Palm Beach.
That's exactly how we wanted it to start.
So, what are you guys all about?
All right, please do not do that ever
Hey,
again.
hey, these motherfuckers asked for it. They're gonna get it.
I like it.
Thank you. I've been really trying to perfect that over the years, just to have like that one weird, annoying voice. Like all like the shock jocks had it, like back in like the '90s and like the early 2000s when like radio was huge. When you had like Howard Stern at his peak, you had Opie and Anthony, and you had like all these others. But
Right.
like they really didn't have that little like that little jokey voice.
You guys ever seen that
Like
video?
sound effects on like ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Like that show.
Like whistle one.
Like Family Guy, like
Oh, Weenie in the butt.
Griffin, right?
it was like something in the baby. I forgot what it was.
Oh, Dingo and the Baby or something.
Yeah, Dingo and the
Yeah.
Baby. That's what it was.
And that was before Weenie in the butt.
Yes. Oh my God.
Weenie and the butt. Cool weekends.
You guys ever seen that video of the homeless dude on the side of the road that's got like that perfect radio voice? You ever
Yes.
seen that?
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people would pay him just to say stuff.
Who wouldn't? That's just like an awesome gig.
That is.
Awesome
I mean,
job.
that's pretty much voice acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got somewhat famous. Then you didn't really hear from him again, except for like one interview when he's trying to get his daughter back, and he just had like the perfect line ever. He said something to his daughter, and then he goes, "I bought you a Louis Vuitton." I was like, that's the perfect fucking plug for Louis Vuitton right there.
Do you think
That
he became
is.
homeless again?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Went back to the booze?
He's back doing crack now.
No, actually, I think I read an article that he kind of just he relapsed into drugs and stuff.
Damn.
But yeah, that's the odds with all of that. I mean, like once you are in drugs, it's kind of hard to just quit it cold turkey. Like you could try, but odds are against you, unfortunately, that you're
Yeah.
going to relapse.
Yeah, it does suck. It
All
really
right.
does.
So let's discuss some music.
Wow, that turned from wacky radio voices to drugs in a matter of like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
good. Everyone loves to hear about that stuff.
About
Right.
drugs or wacky radio voices?
Both.
Okay, done it.
Wacky radio voices on drugs.
Now that would be a great gimmick.
Sure that's not you right now?
No, the only drug I'm on is like caffeine. Like I love my Monster Energy drinks.
Yeah, that's a drug.
It is. Caffeine is a
addictive
drug.
as hell.
Yes. Oh, it's
Those are
definitely.
bad, man.
Well, look, in moderation, everything is fine.
Yeah, have you seen Warped Tour? They freaking give you like stacks of those things.
But apparently, half of it is actually water.
Yeah,
well,
they
yeah,
are.
the tour water is
They're water.
awesome.
Yeah,
They just kind of like, I guess it's just to promote their brand.
that is
Yeah.
actually like the
That's what
greatest
we get the
marketing
most.
ever. I had no idea until last year when we played, and we just had a bunch. I was like,
It just says tour water.
I was so pumped that like, dude, that's awesome. We got these Monster cans. I don't even drink Monster, but whatever. And then one of the bandmates handed me one. I'm like, dude, I don't drink Monster. They're like, just drink it. You're gonna be surprised. I'm like, dude, this is water. I was flipping out. It was so crazy. And I'm like, I feel like I know a secret that no one else does.
Except, isn't it written on the can that it is actually
It is,
water?
yeah, but
Yeah.
people aren't gonna notice because it's like written in the smallest text.
yeah,
It's
Monster
like,
Energy, water.
It's like fine print, but it's like
it says tour water.
it's the greatest marketing ever because people don't really think about it. It's like they see these bands at Warped Tour drinking like 5 cans of Monster throughout their set. You'd think anyone who would really focus on it and be like, shouldn't they be having like a seizure right now in the middle of their set? Like,
Yeah, really.
no big deal, whatever.
No, and then you get to like places like Vegas when they play it in like mid-July where it's like fucking 115 degrees and they're all like pounding Monster on stage. You're like, wait, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
and free beer also. Lots of free beer.
Yeah.
In Monster cans?
No.
No.
They just-
This
Now,
is
that
beer.
would be great.
This is beer, not Monster.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, if you had a lot of time in your hands, you could easily do that. Just
That's
empty
true.
out the cans and fill it with beer.
Like catering, usually what they do, like what they did last year, They just gave us each a 24-pack to like carry to our tents, and they just like make you pick like between like Budweiser and like Bud Light or some shit like that. But it beats paying $11 for a can.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
I feel
free beer.
I feel bad for all the people that go there as just part of the audience because they
probably waste a lot of money. Yeah.
it's
They
like
don't get any
I
free
went
shit.
to buy something at the concession stand. Like I don't even remember what I bought. I think it was just like
food was expensive.
it was fries and just like
It was like $10.
a water.
It was like $25.
For me, it was like $10 for fries and a drink.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's
just as
nothing.
ridiculous up here in New Jersey too. So
It's like, hey, do you want to spend $20 or do you want to die?
I mean that's the sick part. That's the same thing with baseball stadiums around here, with football stadiums, where they just jack up the price. Where it's like $12.50 for chicken fingers and fries. You know, $15 for like a craft beer or some shit like that. You know, it's bullshit. But.
Yeah, and they were discussing it on the radio station I was listening to. They're like, dude, if you're sitting outside in 90-degree weather, you're gonna need something to drink.
Yeah.
So it's just they're gonna get you.
When
know,
you have a
you're gonna
bottle of
buy-
Aquafina for like $6.
Exactly, it's ridiculous.
We have like very like bipolar weather over here. It's either gonna like rain and like flood everything,
Or be super hot.
or we're gonna be like dying, you know, like
Heat.
of heat strokes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like Arizona though. That place is just
Yeah, no, ours is just bipolar. That's all.
yeah.
And what's Arizona? Just extremely hot?
Yeah.
Really hot. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like Vegas in a way.
Yeah. Vegas sucks, dude.
Yeah, Nevada and Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a good portion of it is just desert.
Still 100 like at all times, just outside.
Yeah, it's definitely ridiculous. I mean, I've been to Vegas, I think, twice or 3 times in the past, like, year. And I've always gone in, like, April or September. Like, just at, the past the peak times. And it's very nice out there. It's, like, 85. You know, you come in from New Jersey where it's, like, 50, 60, you know, fall is approaching or, like, spring is coming. And to go over there in, like, 85-degree heat, it's great. But it's a dry heat, too, which kind of sucks, but...
I'm not really used to dry heat because all we have here is humidity.
Yeah.
Even in the coldest of winters, it's humid. So
Well, how cold does it get down there?
the coldest probably like
70.
probably
Oh,
70.
shut the fuck up, all right?
Yeah, I'm saying like cold relative to Florida. It's
Yeah.
like to South Florida is like 70.
All we ever get is like rain.
Yeah.
It's not like it's still hot outside, but it's raining. You know, like there's no big difference.
Yeah, that's true.
In Denver, and that's cold.
I can
Yeah.
only imagine that. Plus, you know, you're a mile above sea level, so the air is thin too.
Yeah, that was awesome over there.
Jesus. And I guess that was before marijuana got legalized?
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it was.
Well, I just outed you as a marijuana-friendly band. Nothing
Well,
wrong.
yeah, none of us smoke. We
Wink.
just we like to party. We like to drink. Some of us, not all.
All right.
It's like what 3/5 of the band.
Okay.
I mean, I personally
He'll be
don't
like our
drink.
Eddie will be our designated driver.
I personally don't drink, but I still
Hang
hang out with them and I have a lot of fun with them either way.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just hanging out, and there's no real peer pressure since these guys are your friends and your brothers.
Yeah,
And he gets to take care of us, which is awesome. You know?
it's a win-win situation.
That's true.
Yeah.
You would really be a dick if you were like completely hammered and then make the designated driver drink. That just like defeats the entire purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about attitude, really. Like, I mean, 3/5 of the members party hard, and the other two don't. But like, we can still all get along regardless of that, and because we all have this attitude of like we like to have fun and party. Some of us happen to drink on top of that, and it's really not a big deal because you could come across scenarios where like half the band drinks and the others don't, and the ones that don't are like they're huge killjoys about it. And
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
just,
they chastise you for drinking. Yeah.
yeah, and that just lowers
Yeah,
band morale all around.
Luckily, we all get along, and we don't judge each other or peer pressure each other to do anything.
yeah.
Which is it's not seen often, I guess. In bands.
We only judge each other by the way we play.
Yes. If we suck hard, we gotta judge.
Yeah.
You hit a wrong note, you suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you drunk? Blow into this. But yeah, you guys are playing the Warped Tour main stage this Sunday at the Perfect Vodka Amphitheater. Wow. Corporate sponsorships in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Free
So-
vodka all day.
What was
Yeah.
that?
I said free vodka all day.
Imagine.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome, but they'd go out of business in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
I don't like vodka.
Now,
Whatever.
It's like chick drinks, you know.
it really is.
If
Like
it's
vodka
free,
cranberry or
if it's
something.
free,
Can I get a
you'll learn to like
screwdriver?
it. man.
Exactly.
If it's free, you're gonna learn to like it.
I don't know. During the day, I mean, a beer during the day is not bad. Alcohol, like, that's, you got problems.
It's
you know?
5 p.m. somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I think you could replace him, John.
What, that guy who sings it?
Yeah.
Who does sing it? Is it?
I have no clue. I was just joking.
Oh, well, I know you were joking. I'm not going to replace him.
You might.
It was some country guy. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
I'm not really into
Jimmy
country.
Buffett or something, I think.
No, Jimmy Buffett, I think, co-wrote it,
Ah.
but someone sang it, and I don't know who, and it really doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Here I am talking with a fucking metal band here about Jimmy Buffett. Although I could go all day on Jimmy Buffett, I am a huge parrot head.
Jimmy Buffett?
Jimmy Buffett?
Pina colada guy.
No.
Have you guys not heard of Jimmy Buffett?
No.
Some
Holy
guy.
shit.
What did he say?
Wasted away
Jerry
again in Margaritaville.
Jamie has a muffin? What?
Yeah.
I'm with you guys too. I don't know any songs or anything.
Jimmy Buffett, he is an American treasure. Him and Tom
He
Hanks.
sucks.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Dan.
Hey man, Tom Hanks is man.
He is the man.
He is the man.
He's up there with Jimmy Buffett,
I agree.
even though you have no idea who Jimmy Buffett is.
I do. I personally
Okay.
do.
All right. Oh, God. So you guys have been down in the Florida scene for a while. You told me, I believe off air, I'm not too sure when we hit record on this thing, but you told me off air you played in separate bands before, and you also played Warped Tour before. So how did you guys all get together into this band?
All right. Well, it's a somewhat long story, but I'm pretty sure every band says that.
Don't
It's
care. We have all the time in the world. Go.
Well, I think it was
Pretty much, I hit up our vocalist Ray. I had some music that I had recently written. Pretty much, we went to the studio. We recorded our first single, and then basically the other members just came along. Just they were in other bands, and then we hit up Eddie, and he wanted to join.
fuck yeah, I wanted to join.
Yeah, and then
That shit was dope, dude.
our drummer originally was in a band with Eddie, and our vocalist Ray as well. So it just clicked well. And then, we knew Jesus from his previous band as well. So
Yeah, we all came from different
Yeah.
bands. It all started with just one song, the first single we had, and it just all came together. We all heard it, at different times, and we all enjoyed it to the point where we were like, hey, let's make this happen. Let's make this a real band, and we all pretty much left what we had planned, and we started this, and we took it to that next step, and got writing a lot of music.
yeah, and then we started writing the EP right after that. So.
Yeah. Recorded, played shows.
That's awesome. It sounds like you guys were just like the all-stars within the area, and then you came together to form like this super group.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I mean, we were all in different bands. It just
And what's
pretty
fun-
much fell apart around the same
Get
time.
off your high horse.
I think what's funny is that we all come from like different genres.
Yeah.
Ray came from this band called Abiotic. They were signed to Metal Blade and everything, and he ended up leaving that band. So he comes from like a very like
Deathcore.
deathcore like kind of scene. I was doing more like metalcore.
I was doing like post-hardcore.
Yeah, so
stuff.
it's all
and then Eddie was doing like a pop rock. So
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, different subgenres that we were in, within the metal scene. But, it all just kind of came together, and, we all clicked. We all knew each other from, just living here in Miami, so
Yeah.
it worked out.
It's like we all had different eyes and different ears when it came to music, but we still all had the same vision as far as what our goals were. So I feel like that's what really connects us as a group, that we all have the same vision, and at the same time we all have different opinions, but I feel like that helps us better with coming to compromises and what's the best approach to take for the following month, and like what's the next goal we should focus on, so on and so forth.
Yeah, we're all very driven.
Yeah.
As far as, making our goals happen and sticking to deadlines.
Yeah.
We do it all the time.
Oh, them deadlines. Oh, boy.
Deadlines are like,
Those hair-yanking deadlines. Oh, man.
Now, I mean, I know a lot of bands that don't have like that same drive where it's maybe one or two members of the band that really push the band together, and the other ones are just like, I don't want to do anything. Yeah.
That's why bands fall apart usually.
We know. Me and John know all about it.
Oh yes, yes.
Because it's just like a regular job. Like if you work at a store, for example, and you have a bunch of other coworkers that are doing nothing.
This is like having a girlfriend.
True.
It's like
that's a better.
Yeah,
I forget what I just said. It's better.
That's a better example for sure.
You're gonna get mad at each other. I mean, obviously we get along, well, but yeah,
we do have our little fights.
We have, it's just like any like relationship that you have. It's like, you're gonna have fights. You're gonna have to like pay attention to it. You have to put money into it. It's just, we all have full-time jobs and we do this because we like it. We're passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's obviously, it's definitely you're in it or you're not.
Yeah, it's called the music business.
Well, I think the problem is that it's not a job. So, you need a job, you need to make money. So people, you have to go tomorrow and go to work. With like band practice, people are lazy because, they don't have to. It's not, if I don't go to practice, I'm going to get fired from the band. Or if like I don't push the guys to practice, I'm going to get fired. That doesn't happen. That's what sucks is most people don't treat it like that. Whereas me and John, if we want to do this for a living, we need to push for it. We need to say, when are we going to do this? When are we going to do that? You don't find that in a lot of band members. It's just kind of go with the flow, and kind of let other people do things. And like you said, that's how bands fall apart.
Yeah.
You're only going to get as much as you give at the end of it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're only as strong as your weakest, player. And, that's why we try and practice a lot. Warped Tour coming up. We've been practicing literally
pretty much every day we can.
Every day.
Every day we can meet up, we meet up.
There's guys that like get off work and come here. I practice and then I go to work. Like the graveyard shift is like, whatever we have to do to get this done, and be at our peak, it's gonna get done.
Yeah, and that's a great attitude to have.
It's good though. It's good. I think we all enjoy it to a point where we're going to give it our, 110%, 120. And that's what, makes us, I guess, more, how can I say it?
I know where you're going with this.
But, it's just, it was very hard to find, the guys we have in here now.
Uh-huh.
But I'm glad, like, that we all found each other in one way or, or another.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys have, good philosophies. So, you need that. Like I said, if all your members are like that, you're definitely going to go some places. And you guys were on Warped Tour and have played on Warped Tour before, so you can clearly see it shows.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we like throwing around compliments here and there.
If you sucked, we'd let you know, but you don't, so you're good.
Look, if you sucked, we would not be talking to you right now.
True. No, but by all means, we have no problem with people telling us that we suck. We take criticism fully.
But you have to as a band. That's the thing. Like, you can't have a million yes people around you.
Of course not. That's like another.
You're not gonna please everyone, and that's just, that's a given. It's not for everyone. Our music's not gonna be for everyone. It's just, appreciate the people that like you, and take, like you said, take the criticism, and work with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you did this live, and I think we work that to our practice a lot. We try and have that live vibe, and like, hey, how's this gonna sound when we play a big show?
Yeah,
that actually reminds me of a time where the first song that Ray and Javi recorded in the studio, I came across, I think it was on Metal Sucks, where they did they had like this podcast where they would show a clip of a song to whichever guest that they had, and they chose us for when they had A.O. Levy, which is like this really big producer.
Yeah.
So they were like, they showed him a 30-second sample of the song that I submitted, which was Ratiocination, the
like
first song we recorded.
Ever written.
Yeah, our first song ever.
And A.O. Levy was listening to it, and he's like, I kid you not, he said practically verbatim, it's like, the song is good, it's lacking a lot, but I sense a lot of potential with this band. and like we took that to heart, and we're like, then we did the EP Dawning. I kept in contact with the guy who did that podcast. I sent him Rotten, and he was like, I need to get you back on. Like, I need to show this to A.O. Levy as soon as I can. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Because I was so glad to see that we took his feedback, especially someone like A.O. Levy, who's a big deal. And we were able to work around it and find something that would be to his satisfaction and all these other people that were like, there's a lot of feedback. I mean, it was our first song ever, so we were still figuring ourselves out, but it was good to see that we showed progress as far as our sound.
Yeah, and you didn't sell out in any way. I mean, I hate using that term, but it's not like you catered to this guy's liking.
Oh yeah. We definitely I think we push ourselves just to be better, individually and as a group, and we obviously we work a lot, we record a lot, and edit a lot.
Yeah. We always try to make our songs better than the previous as well, and try to be more creative and
and make sure we enjoy it. I think
that's the main thing.
Yeah, before anyone else, it's like as a band you have to enjoy your music.
Yeah,
if not, you're not gonna go and have that.
We're always gonna write something that we like, not something that's gonna please other people.
Like you said, we can't sell out, man. We can't.
Well, I mean, you can for the right price because everyone has a price.
You talk big bucks, and I don't know. I might pay Katy Perry. I don't care. I'll dance.
Corey, just have a choreographed dance on stage.
Speaking of which, did you know that Ibanez is the best guitar out there in the world?
Wait.
Oh, that fucking plug. I do have to applaud that. And we're not going to edit this shit out, so. Ibanez, that was your free plug.
Guys, wait up. I'm changing my Diodario strings.
Diodario XL.
Did you say Diodario?
Yes.
Dia who?
Very sturdy strings that you can only buy for how much, Shawnee?
Oh, just $11.95.
Oh, $11.95.
Lower your prices.
All in right now, everything.
All the plugs.
Any other plugs? Drums? What we got on drums? What we got on bass? Amps? What we got?
Axe-FX.
Axe-FX on the guitars. I use a Mesa cab.
Orange cab. On my
yeah,
side.
he's orange cab, 4x12.
I use an Ampeg cab and I just run a power amp, and I gotta give a shout out to Dark Class though. Those guys are dope. Those guys have an amazing pedal. The B7K, that thing is glorious.
Yeah, and we use Ibanez guitars.
Clearly.
That's all.
What kind of guitars did you guys use again?
Ibanez.
There we go.
Schecter?
The one and only.
Iron Label, to be exact.
Ibanez? Did you say Ibanez guitars?
Okay, Dan, the joke passed.
I actually thought... No, seriously. There was a point to that. I actually thought they were Ibanez guitars in the beginning.
Did you
My
really?
friend's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's Ibanez. Ibanez.
Ibanez,
I'm
yeah.
like, all right. Dude, I don't know. For me, pronouncing some things, dude, my brain just, it comes out and it just goes off. And it just sticks there, and they're like, dude, why would you ever pronounce it that way? I don't know. My brain just goes
At least
off
you had
there.
nice people to actually correct you.
Yeah, and you just keep saying it like, oh, look at this fool.
Although we all know someone who would just let you just rot and just keep making yourself look like a fool.
Yeah, I'd keep quiet. I would.
That happened to me with you when I was trying to pronounce Ewan McGregor's name, the guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequel.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I used to. Oh my god! Even thinking about it now, I cringe. I used to call him Ewan McGregor.
Okay, that's not too bad.
But
well, our name too. Our name is always mispronounced.
Yeah, everyone says Acaedia.
Because just the way it's written, it's like,
Arcadia.
Arcadia. And it's like
it's Acaedia.
But the thing is, we don't correct people, not because we're letting them rot, but mostly because we don't want to come off as pretentious assholes.
Yeah.
It's actually Acaedia.
It's Acaedia? What's wrong with you? Do you guys not do research?
Do you not know how to pronounce your vowels?
I have fun listening to people and
And
when they pronounce it, they're like, all right, let's see what this guy's gonna come up with.
There's always that one person who actually does say it right. And we're like, holy shit, this person said it right.
But we freak them out. I think whichever person that comes up to us and says it
We give them
correctly,
free shirts.
we
Maybe a free sticker,
Well, after today, we're probably gonna have to change that now that everyone's
no free shirts. Fuck that.
Too expensive.
Hey, at least I asked which way.
No, of
Oh,
course,
it's good.
that's awesome.
It's good.
We get that's a common question as well. People just ask us like, "Hey, how do
Yeah,
you
they always
pronounce
ask us, how do you pronounce it?
it?" Yeah,
Well, it's bad when you just keep saying, "Hey, I'm here with Acadia, 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 Acadia." You know.
Yeah.
but I feel like that's gonna cause fights amongst like fans and followers. Like if they meet one person that likes our music, which that'd be cool. If like has it ever happened to you like where you go to class or something and you come across someone who likes the same exact band as you and like that band's not that big, you're like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I feel like if that ever happens with us, I feel like a common fight amongst people is like, oh, it's Acadia, no, it's Acidia. Acadia, no, Acidia. Like,
And then they start fighting over your music.
I'm scared of that happening, but
You guys could fight in our comments. Get us those views over there.
See,
Likes.
that's the best thing about haters because they are so fucking stupid that they're gonna keep commenting, "Yeah, these guys suck," and of course I'm going to respond to entice them to respond. But every time they comment, it just keeps going up and up and up in popularity.
yeah, it's like the contradictory statement we all like to quote. Hey, this band sucks. Check them out. Like, it's so true. Like people say, dude, this band's so bad. I'm gonna show you their video. Like you
It
just
happens.
you
It
just
happens
failed
a lot.
at your what the message you're trying to portray is just failed. You're still promoting them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing. I hate to go like jump into this, but like with politics, with the whole like Trump thing, if you don't like Trump, don't bring him up.
Yeah, exactly.
The more
That's
you
right.
bring him up, the more he's going to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people just love talking about it.
That's why music should stay away from politics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's two different things.
Except for Rage Against the Machine, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% down with like what they believe because they're sometimes completely out there, but like their songs and their lyrics are great. But then you have like Tom Morello going, "Yeah, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Bernie Sanders." I'm like, okay, so you like Hillary? I'm not too sure. Is that the process of elimination?
Yeah. That's why I think, like I said, politics, and even religion. I would say, like I try and keep those beliefs like separate from music. I think that shouldn't. I mean, obviously, like you see a lot of Christian bands, Christian metal bands, and they, right away because they are Christian or they announce it, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like
Because it's a community.
I think it should just be your music, by itself. Like
Yeah,
hey,
you don't have to say you're Christian.
exactly.
They have to see your message. That's the best way to interpret it. Instead of saying, "Oh, I am this."
Yeah, we all come from different backgrounds. I played in bands with like Jewish people and like just like like you're not gonna find that like, hey, we're all Christian. I mean, like if that's what it is, then cool. But
It's not the number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with it. It's just like they're appealing to a certain community because I guess they all share a same belief, and they just want to express that that what pushes them forward is that they share that belief. But at the same time, I find it kind of interesting that a lot of bands that push forward with religion, because the thing is, religion is a thing that a lot of people will gradually change their minds over. Like there are people, a lot of people there who were Christian and don't, and then on the flip side, there are people who were not Christian and then become Christian, and then there's born again Christians, like, and not just for Christianity, a bunch of different religions. So it's like to staple your band as we are a Christian band. What'll happen if you guys
As
eventually
They
change
Die,
your
Under
views?
Oath.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like the whole Under Oath interview that they said, like I remember it was Spencer saying himself that they labeled themselves as a Christian band, but then over time the views of some band members started changing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. It's just it's with all these different ideas, because ideas change all the time. When a band labels themselves as like they follow a specific idea, it's like, I mean, your ideas are going to change eventually, but
It's definitely a tricky spot.
yeah, it's just it's a gray area, but I'd say you do you. It's
Yes.
everyone does their own thing, and if they're cool with it, they're cool with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys came out of the Florida scene for a while. Who are the big like heroes out of the Florida scene? I know like Hot Water Music was a big band out of Florida, and I'm trying to think of a few others I can't think of off the top of my head.
Big acts that are now big from Florida.
The one that we were talking about, Under Oath.
Under Oath.
Oh,
He's from
no
here.
shit, yeah.
A Day to Remember.
Day to Remember, yep.
It
Fuck.
remembers from me, yeah.
Wage War is an emerging
Wage
one.
War.
Poison the Well,
Yeah.
West Palm Beach.
Oh, they're from down there? I
Yeah.
had no idea where Poison the Well was from.
I mean, we're
Newfound Glory as well.
Yep. Yellow Card even.
Yellow Card, really?
They're not a California band. They originated in Florida.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, you might run into them on Sunday.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited. A lot of bands that I personally love are playing, and it's a huge honor.
it's a good year. The lineup's not bad at all.
Why don't you just name a few of those acts that you're looking forward to seeing?
For me, top of my list, The Word Alive.
For me, I'd say Gideon
In Heart's Wake.
In Heart's Wake is a good one.
Volumes. Veil of Maya.
Yeah.
Nice. All the
Any of you
harder
guys
bands.
into Motionless in White?
Yeah, I like them.
I still can't get into them.
I've seen them live. They're good. They're
Mhm.
awesome.
John, you just need a couple songs, and you'll be into them.
Well, I mean, we're going to see them when we're at Warped Tour in Homedale on July 17th, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually got picked up to do interviews over there, so we're pretty stoked about that.
Sounds awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You get to see them like on backstage and everything, which is
Yeah, in the
So-
little press area back
Yeah,
there.
that'd be cool.
I wonder if we'll see Sans makeup.
yeah. They wear a lot of makeup. They wear MAC or something. I think I think they're actually like sponsored by like MAC or something.
Mm.
You
You
think
should
so?
ask them. If you get to interview them, ask them. Like, yo.
Are you sponsored?
Who's your
Yeah,
makeup
'cause I
sponsor?
remember like one time like one of them posted like just like all like MAC cosmetics or something.
If my girlfriend needed makeup, which company would you recommend? That's what you need to tell them. No,
What kind of foundation?
no,
wear,
Chris
you
would
know?
probably get offended by that. I wouldn't ask him that.
But then again, that's what you are. That's what you dress up as. Like if I asked the same thing to like Paul Stanley or Gene Simmons, you can't really get offended off of that.
No, it's like, hey, that's you're I mean, like at the end of the day, I think you're if you're putting on a show, you're selling the whole show, image and all. Like obviously like the energy that you're giving, to playing your instrument. It's like you have to sell it all. You can't just sit there and like stand there or whatever and look dumb. So people are paying money for that. So it's like, hey, give them the whole thing.
Give them the show.
Yeah, as much
Not
as I
just
don't like the makeup and that type of thing, I think that's good that they use that as far as like a business decision. Most bands don't do that. Like, oh, we need like a a certain look. Or
You
we
need something
do
to
stage
stand
presence.
out.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess something that makes you different, or I mean, but I think that needs to come naturally too.
Mhm.
You shouldn't push it so hard.
exactly.
Like,
You can't just
force
make
it, I
up
guess.
something.
It's obviously like whatever's coming out of you guys. For us, I don't know. I don't know what we have. I think we're very like guitar driven, but also our
Vocally
Our-
driven as well.
yeah.
Very vocally driven.
See, it's so weird. It's just like it's such a weird mix that we have that it's hard to like pinpoint something, but it works.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Hey, it works that well that you're on Warped Tour this
Yeah.
Sunday.
Shit.
Yeah. No pressure.
I mean,
no
it's-
pressure, guys.
No pressure. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Because this is the main stage at the
Yeah.
Perfect Vodka Amphitheater in West Palm Beach, Florida. Of course, you gotta keep plugging. That's all you gotta do.
Bigger stage, better sound system. Those
Exactly.
fuck-
With what kind of guitars again, guys?
Well, like every other band's gonna have like in-ears and everything, and
Yeah.
we're not. Like we're just kind of like crossing our fingers and like, okay, hope everything sounds well.
Yeah.
But then again, are your songs like down to like muscle memory yet? Like, do you know exactly when to go where you could hear like a faint part of it and you're like, all right, I know exactly where I'm gonna be.
Funny story is, like I said, we have these deadlines that we always try and meet. Right now, we're on one right now. Actually, we're about to go practice because as of right now, we have a new drummer
Yes, I read that.
sing with,
Mhm.
and it's been about a week and a half of him just learning
Yeah.
the songs,
All
our
the
set,
songs.
the whole set, to be ready for this show.
Dude,
So
This guy is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
thankfully, he's a freaking beast because he's on it, and we've been pushing him hard as heck. Like I said, he's coming out of work and it's like straight here, and we ride them for like friggin' 4 hours. Just hey, come on. Well, that sounded wrong.
That came out so fucking wrong.
Eddie rides them for about 4 hours.
Yeah, that's more like it.
So he's exhausted, and then it's like, all right, well, hey, you got half a song down. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's a little nerve wracking, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be okay. The rest of the band, we've been playing these songs for a while, so we're a little tighter as a band, and it's actually helping us just like you said, that muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing these songs over and over to the point where it's like, hey, it's just kind
It's
of
already in our head.
Yeah,
eyes closed.
Like we'll be playing the same
Riff for like 20 times.
Yeah, the same 5-second part 20 times, and it's like, dude, by the end of it, I know these songs with my eyes closed. It's awesome. So it's kind of like we're teaching the songs to this new drummer, and at the same time, we're becoming even better at playing the same song.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we thought we could play it easily before, now it's like jumping from like the level of Luke Skywalker to the level of Yoda, pretty much.
So apprentice to master.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or it's just like from crawling to walking and then walking to running.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good that you guys have everything down, and best of luck to the drummer. That being the first show, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think he's like used to pressure though. Like he was in that same band with our vocalist.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Abiotic.
he was like signed up Metal Blade, and
This guy's
played
played.
a bunch of tours.
Yeah,
and
he's
stuff
done
like
tours
that.
and all that
He's
stuff.
played like Summer Slaughter and all this stuff. I think.
No, the best one was that it was a metal like cruise ship
Yeah.
Oh,
where it was just like a whole weekend or something like that, right?
Yeah, small weekend.
Like a whole weekend of just like crazy like metal bands like playing.
And on a cruise.
By the way, the drummer's been here this whole time. Surprise.
Yeah, he's listening.
Oh.
Background.
He's like looking at us like, yo, we better start practicing soon.
Yeah, we could definitely wrap this up. I think we got through everything I really wanted to talk about. Basically, Warped Tour and funny stories and Warped Tour and Ibanez guitars. I think we covered everything.
Guitars, of course. I've been guitars.
Oh, and bare knuckle pickups.
Bare knuckle
also.
pickups as well. Yeah. Something
From
else.
the UK, right?
Yep.
I wipe my ass with Charmin.
Charming.
Charmin, huh?
Yeah. Cha cha cha, motherfuckers.
Oh God. So, you guys have any plugs? I know you're on social media under Acaedia FL. That's ACAEDIA FL for everyone
Yep,
listening
correct.
at home.
That's all across the board. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
everything, yeah.
Yep.
Snapchat? We have a Snapchat.
We have a Snapchat
Yeah,
as well.
Snapchat
so.
is also Acaedia FL. So,
Was
yeah,
regular
or-
Acaedia taken, or
I'm sorry?
was
Or-
regular Acaedia taken, or did you just want to put in the FL?
On Twitter it was, but we just kind of noticed how a majority of bands, they like to represent their hometown, and I felt like that's a very humbling way to put it. It's like, it's whenever people ask us like, hey, what's your Twitter handle? Like if we say Acaedia FL, it'll remind us like, you can't forget where you came from.
Yeah.
And it sounds so dumb, but that FL will remind us like, we started here and we can't forget about that.
Well, that's good. You never forget where you came from. You never forget your roots.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about what rock and roll is, right, Dan?
Definitely.
Not just sex and drugs, obviously.
Yes, sex, drugs, rock
Vomiting
and
in
roll.
a table.
Puking on IHOP tables. Yes. All right, guys. Any other plugs? Any shows coming up besides Warped Tour, of course?
Aside from that, that's our main focus. We are planning to do maybe a miniature run through Florida and then working our way up from there.
Got new music coming up soon too as well.
New music as well.
Music video possibly as well.
Yep.
So
As far as final plugs, just definitely for people to follow us on Snapchat because we're actually going to be doing a story throughout our entire time at Warped Tour. So that's like the best way to get behind the scenes for anyone who's interested. Just Acaedia FL Snapchat. Follow us, and you'll get to see the full story of us being in Warped Tour from beginning to end.
That's awesome, and I have absolutely no idea what a story is on Snapchat. I mean, call me old, but I guess it's just like randomly filmed 15-minute clips or something,
It's like your
Correct.
timeline.
or 15
basically,
second. I'm sorry.
the
Yeah, it's
story.
just pretty much like your story is basically just on Snapchat you can send specific photos and videos to a specific person,
Mhm.
or if it's in your story, everyone that's following you can see it.
Yeah, it's like your feed, your live feed that you have.
Yeah, from beginning to end.
Yeah,
pretty
but
much.
the thing is, they have 24 hours from the point that you posted it to see it.
And then it's
Then it's
deleted.
gone.
Gone
Then it's
forever.
gone after 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that, but that's crazy. So you really have to be active on this thing, or else you're gonna miss a shit ton of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Wow.
It's the closest thing to like our live, up to date.
Yeah.
What we're doing.
Yeah, it's either that or you have Periscope, but Periscope's just gonna eat away at your battery all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean I wanted to use Periscope, but that's just gonna, like you said, it eats up your battery. And Snapchat also eats up your battery, but not as much as Periscope. Definitely not as much.
Yeah, it makes sense because I've done Periscoping random like live videos here and there, and it could be at like 90%, and then after like one song, it's down to like 45. I'm like, what happened?
Periscope is so awesome though, because like you see the comments pop up from people, and it's so interactive, but it just sucks how much battery life it takes.
Well, Facebook has that thing too, though. Facebook Live.
Yeah, Facebook Live, but I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like,
starting to come around too.
I feel like Periscope is better because you actually see the comments from people like right up on the screen.
Yeah, and you could talk to them while you're filming, which is nuts.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very engaging. I love it.
Yeah, we actually got a few fans from, I think, for TFL off of Periscope. That's my band now, and Dan used to be in it. And we usually just put on like Periscope our entire set, and like during it we'd have like maybe 100 to 200 people watching on like a random Friday night. I'm like, why aren't you here? Why are we playing in front of 10 people when 200 people are fucking watching?
That is the greatest question to ask any band. It's the struggle, man. It's the struggle.
But you should play the same show either way. Same energy.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
Yeah.
10 guys or 100 kids.
Yeah, because you might play the venue that you played to 2 kids at first. Maybe a month or 2 later, you'll play that same venue and 10 kids will come, and then after that, 50 kids, and then 100, and then eventually you'll sell out the place.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like always in my mindset, someone new is going to hear the song first,
No matter what, yeah.
no matter where. So, might as well play it. Might as well kick ass at it. Don't puke on IHOP tables.
Or at Warped Tour.
Or at Warped Tour, yes.
That's the moral of the story, kids.
Yes.
Don't puke at IHOP.
All right, guys. Thanks for being on the podcast, and I guess have a good night.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys get to practice since the drummer really needs it apparently.
Yeah, we're on it, man.
Thanks so much. Thank you for having us. Really
No
appreciate it.
problem.
Of course, man. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Later.